In this opportunity, I am Jihan Nur Aziza, would like to present my research entitled Carbon Footprint of Water in Indonesia for 2025 Frontier in Sustainable Agro-Maritime and Environmental Development Conference. Our study starts from the challenge of the increasing demand for a sustainable water supply in urban areas. That is a challenge to the local state-owned water enterprises, or as known as PDAM in Indonesia. As shown from the Ministry of Public Works report, that in 2023, the clean water production from PDAM was increased by 4.44%, and the clean water supply was increased by 6.4%. Started from 2019, the Ministry of Public Works has been consistently publishing a report on the performance of PDAMs. The report contains metrics showing the performance of management and service aspects. However, the assessment has not included the sustainability aspect, which is important to address their target for net zero emissions. Therefore, the study aims to calculate the carbon footprint of water supplied from PDAM in Indonesia. Carbon footprint accounting for water supply includes the first and second scopes of emission. The first scope was assumed from the fuel consumption, while the second scope was from the electricity consumption. To account for the carbon footprint of water, we first calculated the total annual greenhouse gases emissions from PDAMs in each province. It was then divided by the total water supplied, resulting in the carbon footprint of water for each province. The data for calculating the greenhouse gases emissions were retrieved from the annual report of the Ministry of Public Works on PDAM performance. The total budget for both fuel and electricity consumption were used as an approach for the data activity, while the emission factors used here were from the standards that were published by the Ministry of Environment and the Ministry of Energy and Mineral Resources of Indonesia. The total greenhouse gases emissions, as well as the carbon footprint of water, decreased by the year. The total greenhouse gases emissions from PDAM was 20.12 megaton carbon dioxide equivalent in 2018, and it was decreasing to 14.93 megaton carbon dioxide equivalent in 2022. The mean carbon footprint of water in Indonesia decreased from 8.29 kg carbon dioxide per cubic meter in 2018 to 4.32 kg carbon dioxide per cubic meter of water in 2022. The highest greenhouse gases emissions were in East Java, and the lowest were in West Papua, based on the 2022 data. However, the carbon footprint showed differently, that Bangka Belitung had the highest value, while Sumatra Barat had the lowest. This difference between which unit or province had the highest value of greenhouse gases emissions and carbon footprint of water indicates that the carbon footprint was influenced by the efficiency of the water production and distribution. Assessment for the carbon footprint of water supplied by PDAM could show the accountability of their sustainability aspect. Moreover, it can also help to develop a policy regarding energy efficiency, and the net zero emission strategy for water supply based on its carbon footprint. Thank you.